Hi guys, welcome. It is Bold TV, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of part 2 because in the previous video I did mention that I speak 7 languages, probably 8 because I'm still polishing my French, and maybe 9 because I'm learning other languages as well, and could be 10 because I've been watching a lot of Korean movies, and for some reason now I'm picking up the language, which is very weird, but I'm just good with languages. If I'm around people that speak a certain language, I pick it up very quickly. But officially I can speak 7 languages, unofficially 8 until I polish my French, and probably other 2 because I'm planning to take some Spanish classes as well. Anyways, why am I making this video? In I missed to add certain aspect, certain information in the previous video. I mentioned, how many languages I spoke, and I think I mentioned those languages, and then I also mentioned what did I mention? Yeah, the process of steps that I take to write my books, whether the children's books, the novels, and whatnot. And moving forward, as I've already mentioned, I'm going to be including you guys in the process of writing those books. And also, if you are interested in writing a book, check the previous channel, previous video. I also mentioned what you need to do. Okay? Now, the other part that I forgot to add is that, have you been betrayed? If so, let's chat, right? Have you been betrayed? So the question is, have you ever been betrayed by someone? Have you been betrayed by a friend, a relative, a sibling, a best friend, a family member? I guess it's the same thing, relative and family, obviously. Boyfriend, husband, have you ever been betrayed, right? And that was the question I was trying to ask on that video. And I think I had a short live as well yesterday. And I'm going to answer that in this video. And also, if it is something you want to discuss, we could actually have our own live. Just tell me when I can just jump in. We'll do a live session and we'll discuss it. Because for me, as far as live is concerned, I don't think you need to have like 10, 15, 20, whatever number that you have on your live, it is okay. And if you only have one person, it's still one too many, right? So yes. Now to answer that question, on my side, have I ever been betrayed? I think so. Yes. Yeah, I think from what I remember, yes, I have been betrayed. What is a betrayal? And I think I discussed, I did do a little bit of intensive videos on betrayal, and that is if you check one of my other book, What Does Trust Mean to You? And also, I think I have another second book as well that touched on that a little bit. Yeah, both books are bestsellers on Amazon. Yeah, so what does betrayal mean to you? Let's not go by dictionary definition. Like if we just say, what does betrayal mean? When someone said someone betrayed them, what does that mean? Betrayal, basically, not as per dictionary definition, because sometimes I like, when discussing things, I like going the organic way to define things as is, right? And if you define things as is, that actually gives you a proper picture of what really went down, right? So for me, a betrayer is someone you have entrusted with a trust. You've entrusted someone with a trust, And that entrusting is sometimes you are entrusting someone with information. Sometimes you actually entrust someone with something. There are people that entrust people with, say for example, money. Sometimes they can give them jewelry that I'm entrusting you with this jewelry. You know, after sometimes I'll ask it back. And I think entrusting, we do a lot of entrusting every day, like you entrust your money with the bank, right? Hold on once. Excusez-moi. Yeah, so it's like you entrusting your money with the bank, with the trust that the bank is going to, you know, not use your money anyhow. Anytime you need the money, you should still have access to the money, right? So when someone betrays that trust, it just means that they failed to meet the contract, whether it is verbal or non-verbal contract, of the fact that you are entrusting them with something. Either you are entrusting them in information, and sometimes some people will tell you that, you know what, I'm telling you this, please don't tell so and so. And when someone say that, they actually mean it, and it's very important for you to make sure that you don't tell it, because they are entrusting you with that piece of information. Sometimes they'll entrust you with money or jewelry, that please keep this jewelry for me. I will need it when times are hard, or you know, or I will need it when, I don't know, after a certain specified time, right? So they are entrusting you with that, with believing that the moment they come back to you, they're gonna have their jewelry. If they entrust you information, they are entrusting that when they tell you you're not gonna share the information, you're not gonna share the information. What does betrayal mean? Not a dictionary definition. Betrayal just means that you have failed to meet up, right? Like, I feel, anyways. So betrayal just means that you have failed to meet up with whatever it is that someone entrusted you with, right? So to me, have I ever betrayed someone? I can categorically say that no, ma'am. I'm one of those people that I have, like, oh my God, I have so many secrets. Whatever you tell me, it stays. Whatever you tell me, it stays, right? If you want me to share the information, I'll ask, is that confidential? Is this something can be shared, or is something don't share? If you tell me don't share, in fact, I actually put it off my mind that I even forget it. I try to forget it, right? But the other part is that I don't like people entrusting me with information, with things, because it is a responsibility. It's a huge responsibility. And I think when someone is trying to entrust you with information, or entrust you with something, it's very important for you to say no to that, because it is a responsibility. If you think you cannot meet up with the responsibility, don't do it. All right? Like up to now, I still have, oh my God, things that people told me from elementary school. I still remember things they told me from high school. I still remember things that relatives told me. Some of it I try to forget, but some of the information are still there. And because I was told it's confidential, and I left it at that, right? And have I been betrayed before? Yes, because I did share certain information that is supposed to be confidential, but the person did not keep it confidential. So because of that experience, I just stopped entrusting people with information, entrusting people with things, items, etc., just because I don't want to be disappointed. Even though I really trust you, and I do know some people that are very trustworthy, I just don't entrust them with anything because I don't want to be disappointed. So my point is just to end this video. If you don't want to be betrayed, just don't entrust people with things that you think they cannot be trusted with, whether it is information, whether it is items, whether it is jewelry or whatever that may be. Okay guys, so that is it for now, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.